clearly we we left a lot of opportunities on the field. 15 left on base. Tough way. Really proud of our guys. Played really two tough competitive games against two really good teams. This is a 4-team regional. It's not a 2-team regional. It's not a 3-team. It's a 4-team regional. And we, real proud of John Olson, Jake Bird. We did enough to win today. We just couldn't come up with that big fly ball, big ground ball, big base hit. And at the end of the day, I think you got to give really both teams credit. That was a dogfight, and that was a hell of a game. Like I said yesterday, both teams have really good players. We have some young players, and that showed. It's I don't want to say ugly head. That's really unfair to them, but it showed up a little bit today. But like I said, I'm very, very proud of our team and certainly our program, and we'll learn from this. And those games are a little bit like UCLA baseball, like the last 13 years, to be quite honest with you. I'm surprised I don't have gray hair. I don't have gray hair, but I probably should. Those are painful at times, as that one was, as was yesterday, but it's baseball, and you got to learn how to deal with the good and the bad. So at the end of the day, they beat us, and like I said, I'm very proud of our team.
All right, we'll open it up for questions.
Talk about just the value of being able to send so many young guys to a weekend like this.
I've heard that a little bit this weekend. I mean, we're used to winning. We're used to going to Omaha and, won a national championship, played for a national championship. So I'm not really into the experience thing. I'm not one of those coaches. I'm glad they experienced it. Good for them. But we also had some juniors and seniors, and it's their last go around. We have a couple major league drafts, some good major league drafts, and some seniors. So at the end of the day, I'm happy for those freshmen, but it's UCLA baseball. We expect to win, and we expect to win, this regional, and we just did it.
Why'd you decide to go to Jake? Potential Game 3 starter if you made it to that. Why'd you decide to go with him, and what'd you think of his stuff today?
Well, it's a no-brainer. We go to him, really. I mean, if you lose, you're done. And you got to throw your best guy coming out of the bullpen. And Jake, Jake had a really good beginning of the season. Got hurt for 10 weeks, fought his way back, and I think you saw a little, ending of it. Really throwing the ball well. So it was really a no-brainer to go to him. And he did. Like I said, we did enough to win today. We left 15 guys on base, and at the end of the day, Jake did a hell of a job. So we'd go to him every time in that situation. We do have plenty of guys to go to, but at the time, I think Jake was the right answer, and he really performed at a high level.
Jack, can you talk about where you had the tying score that you go with the tying run?
Yeah, so I just trusted my swing, and I just wanted to see the ball well, and then that first pitch was probably the one I wanted to hit, but I took it. And I had a good feeling he was going to go back to it, and he did. And I just stayed through it and lifted it over that side. So.
For both of you guys, what did it feel like just to be in a game like that where it was just so kind of dramatic in every play, couldn't basically play on the home team?
Obviously there is nerves, and I think it really comes down to whoever can control the nerves better. For me personally, I walk up to the plate and I start counting my steps. And that helps me kind of take my mind off everything and slow my heart rate down. And I think that was a big part of the at-bat too. So for me, that's kind of my thing that I go to. If it's kind of a big situation, just kind of relax a little bit and let my instincts go and just play the game.
For me, it feels like we've been playing these kind of games all year, close. And although it may mean more, to me it feels like the same thing. So nothing changes for me. I'm still trying to do the same thing I would any other game. I thought we were going to win it, and it's one that we didn't, but we competed. So.
How hard was that? You guys have a lot of good pitching performances in 2 games, yours included, and ultimately don't really have anything to show for that. How hard is that for you?
It's tough. They were fighting at the plate. You saw at the end there. 2 outs, bottom of the 12th or whatever it was. A lot of guys give in there. I think the game's over, but then you see Brett Stevens fight, get a base hit, and Daniel Amaral fight, almost got another base hit. So, I don't know, just competing to the end, and I have nothing against us not scoring more runs. We competed. That's all you could ask.
Our motto is win as a team, lose as a team. So, you know, it's really regardless of how you lose or win, it's always a team, you know, effort, and that's the way they're approached, and that's the way they're taught. And so, you know, at the end of the day, it could have been reversed. We could have really hit and not pitched. But you're right. You know, get that sort of pitching. I think they had one hit, maybe the last 12 innings, or not. Excuse me, last maybe 9 innings. That's a tough one, you know, to lose.
Was that situation in the bottom of the ninth probably the toughest one that you'll go back to? And
Yeah, there's nothing really we could have done. You know, we just needed like I said, a fly ball or a ground ball or a bleeder or you know, ball hit to the outfield, and I thought we pulled all the strings in the right way. Just we didn't we just didn't get it done.